got 'em hypnotized.
Welcome back to Chaos TV. It's time for Geek Sports Weekly number 7, match number 2, semi-final number 2. Actually, as it's actually NIMP versus BINZ here in this setup. We just had our first matchup, which took about an hour. Interesting matchup to say the least, but a little bit of a surprise at the end. I'm not going to spoil for you people that have not managed to see that one. If you want to see the semi-final first, so yeah. Indulge yourself after this and watching that one as well. So we'll quickly move forward in towards this one. Let's go inside the game. Let's go live. As the current sign-up teams that have been banned is actually Slitter, Bubbles, Kraken, Wild Soul, Hellbringer, and Pharaoh. No real healing heroes there. Obviously, Bubbles, who has probably the highest survivability of any hero in the game. Wild Soul, pretty damn good farmer. Pharaoh, annoying as hell. Kraken is really a hero that we saw farming up really high late game in the last matchup, and he has not been that bad. And this time, Silhouette is still in the game as well, is including Myrmidon. Myrmidon, probably the most annoying hero in the existence of video gaming. Probably to compare with Vindicator. I hate that guy unless I'm playing him and myself, which is really fun. But yeah, if you like your life and you know the people you play with, like personally, I suggest not playing Myrmidon because they will most likely try to lynch you at every single opportunity that they see you. So currently we have got the picks of Magnus, Myrmidon, and Corrupted Disciple. Obviously, Corrupted Disciple being able to speed up one of the more faster heroes in the game. Not really the fastest heroes, I believe Monkey King is a little bit quicker with about 800. I believe he does 800 a second, although I'm not quite sure if he has his if that's the case when he has his Nimbus. But we'll have to see. Wretched Hag being picked up as well. Probably, maybe we'll see her as a mid. Not too sure as well. Well, Witchslayer will be running support there. Myrmidon is really looking to be a possible support player on the NIP side. But I don't see any healer heroes there. I see a Cursed on the BINZ side, who's obviously he's got himself a healer and is a fairly offensive tanky melee. But yeah, I'm not seeing any healing heroes on the NIMP side. Of course, they're going for Soul Stealer, so possibly a Soul Stealer mid. Depends really, because they've got 2 Soul Stealers. Oh, Valkyrie now as well. So no healers whatsoever. Let's fast forward into the game and see what kind of synergies we're going to be seeing soon. Ooh, I see Tempest now as well. So that's going to be their jungler. So Accursed, and the last one on their team is going to be Gauntlet. And finally, Soul Stealer. They're still not quite sure whether or not they're going to go for Soul Stealer at all. And they're actually thinking of going for Dr. Repulsor instead. Dr. Repulsor being picked up, and there we go. We're ready to go live. As, yeah, in the end, Soul Stealer was not actually being picked up. And we're still waiting for Magnus and Myrmidon to get their stuff together. But it's definitely looking interesting. Soul Stealer is not a Soul Stealer net. The thing about Dr. Repulsor is he can be so incredibly ganky if you build him properly. The problem is he's so mana heavy. You really basically need to get a Null Stone on him. He's fairly squishy as well. So Null Stone is really the item you want on him, as well as anything else that just gives you WTF mana regen. Obviously, we're up in the new version of Heroes of New Earth. Heroes of New Earth went free to play yesterday, and this adds all sorts of new awesome stuff in the spectate mode. Let's take a look at what we have here. Obviously, we got our stat screens. We got our hero damage, etc., gold per minute, etc. So that's something that we actually is quite useful for commentators such as myself, and it really does give me the ability to do whatever I want. I'm not seeing any couriers actually on the BINZ side. BINZ does not appear to have bought a courier. That's an interesting thing. NIMP has bought themselves a courier. No, actually, my apologies. BINZ did buy themselves a courier. They're just using it to scout. Scouting around with that courier, trying to see as much as they possibly can. They were actually expecting a 3-man gank in the woods right here. It's still a possibility, though, because, no, not so much because the 3 men are in the woods at the bottom with Magnus, Myrmidon, and there is a Dr. Repulsor. But the real question is what kind of skills they have built. We've got ourselves Wheatfield here on Myrmidon, probably one of the better stuns in the game, together with Magnus's Lava Surge. Problem, if you could go Magic Harp on Myrmidon, it can be stopped fairly easily if you know what you're doing. We're actually seeing Tempest solo laning on the top. And he's going to be in some serious trouble, especially if you consider there's a 3-man lane right here. Witch Slayer, Corrupted Disciple, and a Curse. So they got the heal, they got a stun, and they got a semi-carry. And this is the guy they're going to have to babysit and trying to get as much health, much kills as they possibly can. Witch Slayer will be running the support throughout this game, and a Curse will just be here to heal whenever the hell he can. In the meantime, though, may have Wretched Hag on a little bit of a death stroke here. Obviously, she can get out of there fairly easily. And she is actually falling back quite far because I think she knew what was going on in the jungle here. Were there any wards here? And I don't think there were. So that right there is, yeah, there we go already. Tempest being primaried. What kind of abilities did he go for? He did go for Elemental. And that right there is the harassment you're looking for, especially with a Curse ready to go. He's got himself the, let's see if we can find the Witch Slayer. There he is. Witch Slayer, especially with the, what do you call it, the Fire Shield. And it's going to give him the ability to farm a little bit if necessary. Oh, we already got our first kill very early on. Gauntlet dying to Magnus. Very, very curious. Did not see that one coming so early. In combination with that Dr. Repulsor as well as Myrmidon. And that right there is going to put him back on towards the field of play. It was actually Dr. Repulsor that managed to get the kill in the end. Yeah, no, it was actually Magnus. My apologies. Did manage to get himself the kill in the end. It was actually Dr. Repulsor who's up towards the experience and gold per minute. So that right there is was my little mistake on that regard. So my apologies. But he did get himself the kill, and he will be rolling out in the middle of the map, trying to get himself as much play as he possibly can. Because he's constantly harassing Gauntlet here, and Gauntlet is really at a disadvantage. If Dr. Repulsor can just place him between the creeps and just constantly harass Gauntlet, and he won't be able to get himself any creeps whatsoever. The denies will come in, and that will pretty much be the curtain's call for for the mid lane, and they will have to really throw that one away. I'm actually really wondering, yeah, Dr. Repulsor does get himself the regen on the first ward in the game, so it's already afoot, and it's just looking very, very interesting so far. We are currently, we just picked up our first ward, rune, my apologies, like I said, 2 minutes and 30 seconds in, so that right there is already looking to be interesting. Let's see what Tempest is up to. There's some pinging going on there. He's got himself Elementals as well as Glacial Blast, but Fire Shield once again being popped out. Still going fairly slow. Fire Shield not actually going on to Witch Slayer. Witch Slayer is all the way down to the bottom. It's actually Corrupted Disciple that has the Fire Shield on him for a little while there. But Myrmidon, well, Myrmidon is kind of, yeah, chilling, really. Not getting any kills. Not getting any creep kills, really. Not that I can see. No, not at all. But experience so far is really on the hands of the... yeah, look at this. Look at this. Valkyrie and Dr. Repulsor, 400 experience a minute. They can't even touch that. Gauntlet and Corrupted Disciple can. And that right there is just an illustration of how well these heroes play, if played properly. Dr. Repulsor is in the middle. He's constantly harassing. Gauntlet just tried to get for a little bit of a stun there, trying to get for a grasp, but Dr. Repulsor will be able to just sit back behind his creeps and just constantly harass the Gauntlet. And he's pushed all the way back towards the tower. He's forced to hug it. Ooh, Witch Slayer is looking to go for a stun, but it's just not going to happen anytime soon. Repulsor did just buy something. Then kill. It just come in. Making a score 2-0. As it was actually Valkyrie who managed to pick himself up a kill. Up on towards the middle of the lane. Now, the tower hasn't been pushed yet, but it's definitely starting to look interesting already. What did Dr. Repulsor get at that one? He's looking to get himself Blood Chalice. And again, another kill coming in. And finally, it's on the hands of the Hellborn team. Managed to get himself the kill on towards the Myrmidon. He is still level 2. First, a 5 to Corrupted Disciple is really not something you want to be having. Let's see, I keep taking a look at Corrupted at the Doctor. Though she is looking to, yeah, Dr. Repulsor should be going down here unless the Lava Surge can come in time. Oh, nice on the slow. But still, Dr. Repulsor so low. Trying to take away another Witch Slayer. Witch Slayer could potentially be looking to take out the good Doctor if he can, but I doubt he will be able to. In the meantime, Corrupted Disciple trying to take down the Tempest. He's just too much time. Does manage to take himself the kill and holds himself together. Magnus and Myrmidon at the same time. Myrmidon's still only level 2. Really needs to get his farm up. How much gold does he have, actually? That's probably a good question. 49 gold. And he still has not placed any wards whatsoever. And that right there is really a critical thing, because if you just not play, if you're not putting these wards down, it's just not going to help much at all. Again, Dr. Repulsor on the verge of being killed, but is it going to be enough? Magikarp come out. Gauntlet going to get out of there. That gank, not going to happen. And Dr. Repulsor is on level 6 right now. So what does that mean? It's roaming time, baby. That's what it means. He's already on his way towards the bottom lane, trying to get himself a little bit of pushing going on. He's on the verge of finishing off a Blood Chalice. How much gold does he have? 650. So all he needs now is the Scarab in order to finish that one off. At least that's what you would think if you have Crushing Claws as well as Market and Novice. So yeah, pretty much that. But we'll have to see. Again, Gauntlet being primed, but a curse is already there. But again, only a level 2 curse. He's got himself Cauterize, and it's gonna heal up. It's gonna heal your team. Sure, it's definitely gonna heal your team. But is it gonna be enough if you're only level 2 with that particular hero? Especially now, look at this. Healing, he actually physically just teleported up just to give a pot to Corrupted Disciple in order to make sure that he could do whatever the hell he wanted to do in order to do what he needed to do. On the other hand, on the bottom lane, we haven't looked at it very much so far, but Valkyrie's really owning things up, and we got ourselves a attack in the forest right here, a little bit of an engagement. As, that right there is definitely looking good. Magnus should be able to get himself out of there. Tempest. Yeah, we have Corrupted Conduit coming out here. Tempest should be going down, and that right there is just going to leave Magnus remaining, who's sitting inside the corner. He's going to go down, and that right there is going to be the end of that. 2 heroes down in the top lane, 3v2. It was not too hard. They did try to go for the initiation in the woods, but it was just not going to happen. A little bit unlucky play there. Gauntlet in the meantime, level 7. Final level 7. Dr. Repulsor, you see, that's what I meant. It cannot allow himself to place him in a straight line attacking Dr. Repulsor. That right there is an absolute death sentence. As soon as the grab comes in from Gauntlet, you're pretty much screwed because he's going to follow up with that stun, and that right there is going to be an... And now he's going to get himself a double damage as well. They're going to be pushing out on his Fortress Tower. Did he put him in his bottle? Yes, he did. He's going to be finishing this one off, and then it's just going to be... pretty much be that. Unless he's going to try to get some farm out of it, but I doubt he will. Oh, yeah, they know exactly where Witch Slayer is. They're not going to engage. They're too afraid of that sideways stun. Let's take a look at the gold again. Oh, Corrupted Disciple way ahead. We had Dr. Repulsor ahead for such a long time, but he didn't manage to get anything out of it. But really, the team is really hinging on Corrupted Disciple right now. He's just got himself an entire inventory full of minor totems. And that right there is just going to be the build up to the next next build. He's got himself almost 2,000 gold already. Very, very fast play, and he's just looking to continue his ability to do stuff. Gauntlet in the meantime, kicking ass, taking names. Unlucky, should have gotten that grab, to be honest, especially in combination with that fire shield. Anybody that's going to attack him is going to get himself a mouth full of fire. And it's just painful, 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 painful. But again, gold per minute, too much. Well, 20% of damage being used by Corrupted Disciple. It does put himself into what's an interesting position, though, because Corrupted Disciple, okay, he does 20% of all the damage on towards heroes. Soon he gets taken out of the picture. It's Gauntlet. Sure, but it's really going to take him to be the primary target of any attack that's going to be that is going to be faced, because he's just such an incredible damage dealer right now, and just pouring in the damage. Look, they're actually thinking of a gank right now. No, not just yet. And there's still nothing happening with this combination of Mark of the Novice and Crushing Claws. Item-wise as well, yeah, Magnus is actually running runes on running wards actually. Alchemist Bones on Valkyrie and all that jazz. A lot of boots, unfinished boots actually, on towards the Hellborn team. But Corrupted Disciple pretty much expected to have fairly high damage there already. Valkyrie doing nice. Yeah, DH doing nice. And now, even now, it's 4-7 in kills. We're actually seeing slowly but steadily BINZ starting to inch ahead. They were behind in the first. They didn't get first blood and all that. So it's really starting to look interesting for them. And again, harassment, harassment, harassment. But the range on this guy is a little bit too much, even though he's looking to get a stun. Man, that's going to be a very dead. Ooh, on the stun. Throw comes in. On the age. No, Lava Surge just in time. Will they be able to take Gauntlet down? They should be able to. But there's no mana remaining. No mana at all on the Dr. Repulsor. And that right there is just not going to help at all. How much money does he have? 800 gold. He's just, yeah, maybe a mana tube followed up by a life tube and then roll straight in towards a null stone would be good for him. But I doubt at this rate it's going to be happening, really. Especially considering his gold per minute has gone down to 274. It was 300 for a while. And that right there is just, yeah, it's just not really helping at all. Not helping at all. In the meantime, I can't believe they took out the hero cycling. That is just annoying. But yeah, Gauntlet right now, really the linchpin together with Corrupted Disciple. We haven't actually seen much of Wretched Hag so far. Let's take a look at what she is doing. Inside the wood she goes, a little bit on the river, and maybe looking for a gank, but I doubt she will. There's still no towering happening from either side. Yeah, both sides still have 11 towers standing. It's funny considering there should be. Oh wait, yeah, there's the 2 in the base. I'm being an idiot. The 9 outer towers and the 2 in the base that are sitting in the fountains, and it's 11. Again, a Gauntlet. A little bit shifty on that one, but the thing is, they can pretty much get out of there. I think, yeah, I think the Doctor has got himself a DD. If he can get something to do, if he can get some farm with that or a little bit of attack on Gauntlet, then he should actually be able to do something here. But he's really placing himself pretty good, expecting a Dr. Repulsor all the time. and not getting anything out of it, which is a strange thing. Strange thing. There we have another engagement. Whilst Witchslayer managed to get himself one down. Looks like Dr. Repulsor is going to go down at this rate. No! Gets himself the hell out of there, even though the grab almost comes in from the gauntlet. But they did lose Magnus out of that one. Another attack, not going to help, as Dr. Repulsor again. Still not having any play with that. Yeah, there it is, the Blood Chalice, as he said earlier on. 900 gold. Should be getting that health tube and or mana tube very, very soon-ish. Gauntlet in the meantime still looking to engage. Tempest is there. He hasn't gotten anything on Meteor. And may actually see his ult. Oh, that Javelin, and there's the ult like he said. That Javelin could have done so much better though. No ult down there from the Accursed, even though there is the Shrunken Head on towards the Corrupted Disciple. Is going to take down one. Is he going to take down two? Should be able to, I think. Nope, the Myrmidon is too quick, even though he's on level 5. Wheatfield is strong. The Wheatfield is strong in this one. As towers being wailed on. And it shouldn't be too long. Actually, we still haven't had Witchslayer on level 6, and the same can go for Myrmidon. But the towers are being pushed rather heavily. Myrmidon, his ult, turning into a melee hero. I'm a little bit in the middle about that, to be honest. I like my ranged heroes. My squishy ranged heroes. And even though this Witchslayer is looking to take down Magnus, he's gonna need another level in his play. Or Magnus can do his ult. Hasn't gone Volcanic Touch at all. Oh, denied on that one there, Magnus. You're gonna go down. You're so gonna go down. Magnus needs to get the hell out of there. Not gonna go do it. And that right there is a good one. That right there is a good Witchslayer. Gets himself Striders now as well in combination with a power supply. And that right there was a good counterattack. Dr. Repulsor again looking to be ganked. Oh, it is so unlucky because now, oh, gets out of there just in time. Are we going to see, oh, a grab once again. That gauntlet is so unlucky because this ludicrous speed is really saving the day for Dr. Repulsor. And now another tower being denied as well. That's how many towers kills we have. It's 10, the 11. The NIMP team are losing towers slowly but steadily. They managed to deny one, and they killed the and they lost one by just getting it killed. That right there is already looking fairly sour for them. The real annoying thing is that I only had about 4 hours of sleep last night. And I still get 160 kilometers to drive after this, so that should be fun. So I'm probably going to get myself some coffee or something along those lines before this all is over. Akira's still not his ultimate. I was actually going to say earlier on, why didn't he use his ultimate? Well, obviously, considering he doesn't have it yet. That's a little bit of a prerequisite, don't you agree? Gauntlet, again, looking to get himself a kill here. On Tempest, but it's too risky. Nice. Very nicely done. Witchslayer comes in, uses the ult, and all they need to do then is take them down. I'm still not seeing anything on Dr. Repulsor that looks like a nullstone build. Let's see what we can find. Yeah, nothing like that. Mainly because, well, he has got the gold for it. What is he going to be doing with it? Because he's got so much gold, and he's just not buying anything with it. There's the sustainer, and it's on its way. Nullstone is on its way. Whether or not he was waiting for the gold or the slots to clean up or all of that, but this is one of those things that you have to wonder. Myrmidon and Valkyrie looking to take down Wretched Hag. Wretched Hag hasn't actually died all that much. Well, 1 to 3, but not getting any kills whatsoever is really not going to help your disposition at all. Gauntlet on the other hand, 3 to 1. We've managed to grab 2 of his kills so far. And currently, it's actually 12 to 7 in kills here. And again, yeah, Corrupted Disciple, really the bread and butter of the Hellborn team right here, as they're on the verge of trying to push yet another tower. Even experience per minute is pretty much dominated by Corrupted Disciple with 475. Even though we may have got ourselves a little bit of a pickle with Gauntlet. Yeah, it's an illusion, but still, Dr. Repulsor is right there. Oh, as he says, a bit of a team fight going on towards the other side of the map, as that right there was the end of Valkyrie, with the rest of the NIMP team trying to get the hell out of there. And that right there, that Wheatfield was important. But look at his Witch Slayer trying to get around. Is he going to ult? Is he going to have enough time to ult? I doubt he will. Is it just for Bat Blast? Still looking for Dr. Repulsor. Not actually getting anything out of that, but he's trying to get his farm up as fast as he can. And there you have it. It's 2,000 gold in the meantime on the Tempest, who still has not gotten himself the core item of Tempest, really, the TP. He's still really heavily farming, not really getting himself any respite at all. And there it is. It's been bought. I am gonna guess it is in the courier and it's on its way. Yeah, there it is. What a portal key. And that right there is what you call a nuke. Bamboozled, he is. Completely annihilated there as Revi goes down. And that right there is Myrmidon again out for the count. Level 6 only is really not going to help you at all. Of course, you can get yourself waveform and try to get a little bit of survivability, but it's not going to do too much. Somebody, A, decides to stun you, B, nuke you, and then miniaturize you, and then you're pretty much toast, which is a real problem, especially if you, which is exactly what you just saw unfold in front of your very eyes. Oh, dear. Magnus, in the meantime, does he already have his PK as well? No, he's just farming. Does he have... No, he still hasn't got Volcanic Touch, so his farming is going to be slightly, so he's going to be mostly focused on the last hits. He needs a little bit more gold in order to buy that coveted portal key. $2,100. A little bit more should do it, and there it is. Just bought it. Portal key is on its way for Magnus as well. Garland, in the meantime, is looking to get Dr. Repulsor again. There we go. Oh, unlucky. Gets a stun in nonetheless with the magic, with the magnetic contraption. And again, a good escaping there again. But these kind of attacks is really not what you want to have, especially if you have a Tempest that does not have a shrunken head on him. And that right there is going to be the end of Dr. Repulsor as well. And this is going to leave a Valkyrie all by herself. And finally, Myrmidon and Magnus in the retreat. But yeah, they had something going for them there. They managed to get Waveform out of there, trying to at least get Wheatfield out there and trying to get a little bit of stun on towards the attacking individuals, especially Gauntlet, who's at this point really a dangerous adversary. As Magnus is on the verge of going down as well. Oh, unlucky on that one. As it does look like Valkyrie is coming back, and she does have got herself a Nullstone. Good dodge again. Oh, nice. The Vagabond leader. That's a good 400 gold right there. 300 gold, something along those lines. But yeah, Corrupted Disciple, 500. Managed to take down the first, and it's going to go Myrmidon now as well. And he is on a rampage. 3,000 gold remaining on him. He can just buy whatever the hell he wants. And right now, it does look like he is looking to get himself a Firebrand, perhaps. But a little bit of TPing around, see what he can get. Did he buy anything out of that one yet? No, he still has about 4,000 gold. He just bought himself something, and it's on its way. Let's take a look at what it actually is. It is going to be... yeah, Firebrand as well as Geomancer's Bane. So he's all ready up for that. Pretty much got the premier items for the Corrupted Disciple on the game. But the ironic thing is that experience-wise, both teams are really going back and forth and back and forth. It's just slow play. Even though another attack comes in, this ult, I'm a little bit in the middle about why that didn't happen earlier, because it's... yeah, Magnus is can really do some serious damage if he can manage to get his ult off properly. Even so, Dr. Repulsor is dead, and it does look like Myrmidon is going to get himself killed as well. In combination with Magnus. Magnus almost dead as well. Yeah, Valkyrie, even though she has a Nullstone, what on earth is... I was about to say. That right there is the death of Valkyrie. She does take one with him, unless she survives. Oh, does she survive? Wow! 4 men down. Does that javelin hit anything? Ooh, no, too close for comfort. Accursed almost getting hit by it, but... and that right there spells Doomy Dooms of Doom. For the NIP team. BINZ team, even. And again, Accursed looking to farm like crazy. Elementals everywhere. She'll be able to just get a little bit of farm off that. Not like that he needs a lot of farm to begin with, but it's just kind of a point I'm trying to get across here. But look at this. Geomancer's Bane, he's got himself a Vestment. He's got himself Shrunken Head. He will be pretty much untouchable for a little while. Especially if he hasn't used that Shrunken Head yet. So that's, I was actually playing a match yesterday, and I was trying to kill a guy as fast as I possibly could, but he just popped off his Shrunken Head, and it was apparent the first time he used it, because it just took forever and a day for it to come back. Ironically, it's actually Wretched Hag that's done the more damage towards heroes. And Gauntlet right behind that. So it's mostly been this farm from Corrupted Disciple. Yeah, 5-1. Gauntlet with 7-2. That right there is just a lot of additional damage. And we're seeing a 6 assists from permission tag, and that right there illustrates why she's so high up on the ranking when it comes to damage to heroes, because she may not be finishing off these heroes, but she's doing a lot of damage to them regardless. Bat Blast will do that to you. Anything else really will that to you. Myrmidon's still trying to ward as much as she can. Valkyrie could be looking for Geomancers, but it's just too little too late, and she did go for Nullstone instead. So that's really a very, very heavy acquisition that she needs to be making in order to get anywhere near that sort of item. On the other hand, we got ourselves Gauntlet with a portal key as well as a Shrunken Head, Helm of the Black Legion. So it's just gotta be so difficult for him to do anything again. And I have mentioned this before already. But right now we're just one big team fight away from a GG. Because well, the BINZ team are looking extremely strong. Even though NIMP does get themselves a tower, is it gonna be enough? Because they're all ready to go on towards this tower. And are they going to TP somewhere? Or they have? No, they don't. But are they going to go for an engagement, perhaps? Meanwhile, Corrupted Disciple's like, yep, you guys just play whatever the hell you want to do. I'm just going to level up, farm even more, and sit on a pile of gold the size of a crystal skull. And I mean the ones from the Indiana Jones film that was never made. It's 2,600 gold on that one. It's just absolutely ridiculous how much gold he has at this rate. Getting himself a Wingbow probably would be the next good step for him, but we'll have to see. Actually getting himself a Homecoming Stone, so. I don't think he actually has died once so far. No, actually once, 5-1, but still. With 500 experience a minute, it's just looking to be absolutely ridiculous. Witchslayer dead, but Corrupted Disciple is looking to come in to take this party even further south. No, that's going to take Corrupted Disciple down. It's, yeah, my apologies, Dr. Repulsor down. Now it's time for the BINZ team to start pushing even more, because 3.2k in items on the Corrupted Disciple is just absolutely ridiculous. 12-22, that right there should say enough. 6 versus 9 towers. And that's going to be about 6 versus 8 towers very, very shortly. Like that's 6 versus, yes, 6 versus 9 towers, like I said. And it's Kong time as well. So yeah, Corrupted Disciple is going to come in. He's going to take down that Kong like it's nobody's business, and then he's probably going to pick up. Does he have room for it? May have to get rid of his ring or maybe a Homecoming Stone, but Gauntlet could be another possibility of that. Here, grab it. And there we have it. Ult comes in, and the initiation comes in as well. On towards Corrupted Disciple. Corrupted Disciple actually not being annihilated whatsoever. We got Tempest being down as well. Ultimate comes in from the Witchslayer, who's finally managed to build himself a Gnome's Wisdom or something along those lines, but the engagement is still here. Valkyrie goes down. Here comes the Reductor Repulsor. Did he steal the item? No, he won't. But he does manage to take down the Gauntlet as he picks up the item, and he gets out of there as well. So good job on that one, having to get himself a Nullstone, as the engagement is pretty much success, because the curse is going to go down unless he pops his ult now. No, he won't, because Gauntlet comes in as well on the engagement on this one. Too much strength, too much strength, too much strength, too much strength, too much strength. Yes, he will. Gauntlet's down. What a play. Genocide comes in just as they took down Kongor. Sublime initiation. And now it's time for NIMP to push. After being behind for such a long time, it's suddenly 24 to 17. Being 10 points behind for a little while, or even more than that. Just Richard Hack remaining, and everybody's like, yep, I'm gonna buy some stuff, gonna go to the shop and buy myself some new items. What is it gonna be? We don't know yet. Dr. Repulsor has the ability to go around the map. Maybe getting himself another mana item would be a good one, or maybe getting rid of his Blood Chalice or something along those lines, but we'll have to see. This is gonna be a, yeah, this should be a Gnome's Wisdom build. Not that he needs the mana or anything, but maybe for his teammates, because he is playing support. Yeah. Again, Corrupted Disciple. He's really, like I said, he's really the cornerstone of this team. He needs to survive in order to force team to make it out alive. He goes down. It's pretty much it for the team fight.
Kill stud.
As more and more of these engagements is casually going underway. The thing, look at this! What a rush! Straight in, Dr. Repulsor showing why you should not allow anybody to pick this hero and get him built, because now he's going for an Arcana and perhaps for a Hellflower. I would not be surprised, because now for a quick teleport to the bottom of the map. And on towards Corrupted Disciple it goes, unless Corrupted Disciple can get a kill in. It does not look like it's been the case, because the Lava Surge is coming in combination with Wheatfield, and that right there. What a waste of an ultimate there, Magnus, but still, overkill much? I think so. And finally, we're seeing some more interesting play there.
The Legion have destroyed a Hellborn tower.
Still, though, like I said, Dr. Repulsor is really not a hero you should allow to get farmed up like this, because he will absolutely smash your ass. Look at this, 2,700 gold, ready to go on the way. Let's take a look at these stats as well. Gold per minute. It may not look like too much. 332 right now, going down a little bit with Valkyrie with 500 gold. Let's just reiterate that. 500 gold, Nullfire Blade, and everything. Look, guys. Let's be honest here. I don't see this happening for the BINZ team at this rate. Sure, if they can get a good couple of Hellflowers off, sure, maybe. A Corrupted Disciple managed to get ahead of the game so much for several times, but will it be enough? Will it be enough? I doubt it will be. It's such a difficult thing to do, especially if you have a team like this, who is just so well built. And now even Myrmidon is starting to build up items, because he's like, yep, I got items as well. I'm gonna build myself a Gnomes, because that's how I roll. And even Corrupted, well, he's just going around. He's got himself his Geos ready to go, just wailing in towards his tower. But it's just a question of time before this initiation comes in. Here comes the ult in with the Shrunken Head. What a ult right there. Nobody can attack Tempest at all. Magnus comes in. With Corrupted, with Dr. Repulsor is going to be able to take down Corrupted Disciple, and now it's just a Curse who's managed to ulti, but that one's going to run out. And that right there is how you do a team fight. Nobody's dead. All the enemies are down. Give them everything. Take from them everything and give them nothing. Hectic play, to say the least. And you know what? This is not going to go well for the BINZ team at all. More gold? Yes, please. 580 gold a minute. The null flyer blade. Look at these creeps. They're not even getting towards Valkyrie before they manage to... Yeah, this is going to roll in towards his tower and just take it home, wrap it up. Because, yeah, BINZ team will need to do something amazing in order to pull this one off. Look at that. That was a horrible sonar scream there, Wretched. That's just no right there. A single kill would be nice, but camping out in the woods, I see. They all have got their homecoming stones, but it's not gonna really do anything at the moment. Still, though, it's just a moment in the game. That's a really long text. Still, though, a bit of a lull in the game because these guys are just waiting for somebody to come by and try to clean up this lane. And it's going to be accursed. It could be accursed if they wanted to, but I don't see anything happening on that end just yet. Just yet. Oh, as this team fight again. Let's find this ward of liberation. He's just going to take that one down. They know what is up, but these three guys that are setting up in the woods. Here we go. Initiation is a fact, and there it is. Oh, that is a really dead hero right there. Good gank. Probably not the one they wanted to do, though. Yeah, Curse is going to go down here. He won't be able to get his ult up in time. Nope. That's not going to happen. Tempest is dead, and now it's just time to wrap this up. Oh, ultimate on the verge of coming in. There we have it. Magnus taking it down. Wow. Absolutely smashing through the lines here. Yeah, you can have all the... he's just going to sit in the pit and trying to take it down. Yeah, corrupt disciple. Look at that. Nothing you can do. Genocide comes in. This tower is going to go down, and it's good game. Limcall throws in the towel, and right there is going to wrap that one up. What a match play right there in the end. Just did not see that coming. I thought for the longest time the Corrupt Disciple would be able to pull this one home, but it just shows you that Dr. Repulsor is really a hero you want to watch out for so much, especially in combination with a hero like Valkyrie, and will absolutely obliterate anything in the way. We'll be right back with you here from the commentary sofa. Yes, it's no longer a commentary couch for various reasons, and yeah, I've had some stuff about that, but that was pretty much one of the reasons. We'll be right back with you with the grand final of the Geek Sports, yeah, weekly number 7. Don't go anywhere.